Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome all our guests this morning, and I want to welcome our two elected officials, Dave Carmichael, Post 1, and Todd Tomeo. Todd, stand up. Dave, stand up. Well, you guys, appreciate y'all coming. Karen, won't you open us up with prayer and let's get going?
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you this morning. I just thank you for all the blessings in our lives, Lord. We just thank you for this beautiful day that brought us all together. Lord, we just ask that you just be within our hearts and just be within our minds, and just, Lord, just give us the strength and faith, Lord, to do the business and just do your work. Lord, and most importantly, that everything that you do, Lord, we just want to be for your glory. And that includes, Lord, just the passions and the hearts of these people this morning. Lord, we just thank you for bringing us all together, Lord, just under one common denominator, Lord. We're just all we're children of you. No matter what we feel or where we come from, Lord, just keep that in our hearts, and just, Lord, may the meditations of our hearts just be for your glory. Lord, just thank you for this airport, and just thank you for all that you give us in our lives. Lord, just be with our families. Lord, just keep us strong in your faith. In your heavenly name. Amen.
Thank you very much.
We also need to remember Allie Ship is recovering from surgery.
Yeah.
Is doing much better, as well as Calvin's daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, the prayer warriors in here, we need to put Alan, and thank you for all the prayers on my daughter. Yeah, she's doing good and recovering, and God is so good. Okay. We're going to have to approve 2 sets of minutes here today. We need a motion to approve September the 18th.
I'll move to approve.
All in favor? All righty, need a motion to approve October 22nd minutes.
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
And I will abstain as that.
Okay. All righty. Chuck, you want to give us a report, or we just got it from us?
Currently $10,019 in the bank, and look at the profit and loss.
You're gonna have to speak
Yeah,
up.
with the profit and loss, the income is down some, but the idea is not done in funding yet. So once that funding is done, put more in the profit funding. So we're not in bad shape.
Okay. Have any questions for Chuck? You done, Chuck? Okay, has anybody got any questions for us? Okay.
I'll move to approve financial statement.
Second. All in favor? Aye. So be it. All righty. Joe Sarver.
Good morning, everyone.
Joe.
The month following our air show, we've got some incredible numbers. Now, obviously, with the air show having a lot to do with it, our sales were up 238% from September. Well, yes, well, not all of it was due to the air show. We did have an outstanding month in September. I'm sorry, in October, and then to put the air show on top of it was kind of like the icing on the cake. So that's great news. Our average transactions were up the month of October. Now this number is hindered because of the air show, but they were still up from 2.67 to 3.03 transactions a day. With having the fuel trucks here, the different aircraft on the flight line, it was a little hard for us to track our actual transactions and then the amount of fueling we were doing through the air show. We also, in the month of October, with the great month we had, we broke the Paulding Jet Center record for average sales for the month. We not only broke that record, we shattered it by $25,000. So it was a great month for us. We have no new AirNav comments. We do have currently 2 hangars for rent that have recently come open, so we're looking to put some aircraft in there, as well as our 60x60 is still open, so we're looking to put a jet aircraft in there. Today is a new milestone for Paulding Jet Center as well. If you all notice, we have a jet out there on the ramp. This is the first cargo aircraft, to my knowledge, that has landed at Paulding Airport. We're hoping this becomes a frequent thing. This is great for us, so it's a new experience as well. It is the first Falcon to ever land at Paulding Airport. That's all I have.
Appreciate that. Good work, Joe. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
Good update, too. Amazing. Okay, Joseph.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Joseph.
start with the overrun project. I'm sorry, I'm the engineer, Michael Baker for the airport. So I'll start with the overrun project. We completed hauling dirt yesterday, so that's good. So today we'll begin cleaning up and repairing the haul roads and getting everything back where it was. We'll start grassing on Thursday. Just so you know, we retested the soil, so we have a good grassing plan in place, I believe, to establish some good grass out there. The lighting project, we've been doing electrical work along Alpha, so that's been closed. We've been removing the edge lights and doing duct work and handhold placement. We'll start grading on Alpha and down to the extension today, and that'll probably run through Thanksgiving. And we'll start soil cement placement after Thanksgiving, hopefully, temperature dependent. And that's where we are with that. The ARP station, it bids open on the 31st of October, I believe, and I haven't heard anything new about that. And I would imagine construction will start after the first of the year. But again, I don't know the facts to that project as well as the others. So, that covers everything I wrote down, just in case I forgot something. But you guys have any questions about the three projects we have going on?
Joseph, we still got that big pile of gravel pile up down here that they could use for some stabilization in case they need it.
I'll go check on that. They are repairing the haul roads as we speak. They start on that end, so that might be what they're.
That's probably a question for Dwight.
Yeah, we've still got several piles of gravel in different locations around the airport, and they will be using that to restabilize the haul route. Now that they've done the project, they're getting their haul route back in good shape so we can continue to monitor around the airfield.
Right, and they're starting on that end today doing that work, so they'll move on up towards this area.
When is it gonna be the blend of grass, do you know?
It's gonna be right now because we're in the winter months, and then they'll come back in the spring and they'll establish something more permanent.
You were talking about the temperature. What's the average temperature you can continue to be low?
You cannot place soil cement if it drops below 35 degrees in a 24-hour period. So, it's just something we'll have to play by ear.
Just to monitor it.
Right, and we can, depending on when we place the soil cement, we can try to avoid getting that window of 35, below 35 in a 24-hour period. So, I think we have measures in place to take care of this temperature problem if it comes across.
What do you talk about getting those excess materials out of the way once that part is all done? Is that all done?
And that's part of the cleanup. Joseph mentioned that they're starting the cleanup at this point in time. That is part of the cleanup.
Okay, anybody got any? I got it for Joseph.
All right, thank you all very much.
Joseph, and you. Okay, prime contractor, who's here from Prime? Okay, go ahead. Okay, what's your name?
I'm Jan Phillips with Prime Contractors.
Hey, Ben.
This is an update on the terminal construction progress. All the walls and all the demos been completed. We have our mechanical, electrical roughed in. We built back the walls. We're on schedule to get all the finishes back up probably toward the end of the month. And then we're setting the footers for the awnings outside. So to date, we're on schedule to complete just what our original schedule is here.
Yeah.
Is the pilot's lounge closed during this construction period?
The pilot's lounge is closed. They had to take a couple of doors out of that room, so there's sheetrock work and all going on in there, so it's a bit of a mess. I don't get everything covered up with plastic right now.
Pilots can work around that?
If they need to, sure. I think,
We should have that wall one
Sure.
side.
yeah, are the pilots, do you have any pilots come in? Are they using the
We're
pilots?
trying to avoid using the pilot's lounge due to the visual aspect of it, so we're just trying to keep them out in the lobby the best as we can. There's a TV out there, and just kind of let them see the nicer part of the facility currently.
This chair is pretty comfortable.
Peter's already been moved out of the line anyway.
Yes.
So,
There's nothing serviceable as a pilot's
They
lounge.
couldn't file flight plans in there either, could they?
No, sir.
Okay.
No. So there's stuff using our computer, currently in the meantime, until we relocate.
Okay. And when you got any completion dates?
We'll have the major part of the construction probably completed, I would say, the middle of December. There are just some finishes and things we're waiting on to get completed, but we've not had any.
Okay. No more questions on the terminal, let's move on to the hangar. Are you gonna give the hangar? Who's on the hangar?
I'm Branson Washington with Prime Contractors. I don't know if you noticed when you came in, we've got got the steel, started moving it down the hill. It's been sandblasted and primed. We got an order into A&S for some of the missing components, so those should be in December 9th, then we'll start going vertical with the hangar. We are waiting on the permit, but the building had to be sprinklered and had to get drawings for the fire alarm to the fire marshal. So the drawings for the fire alarm are ready today, and the sprinkler will be ready tomorrow. Or they were submitted yesterday. Fire alarm was submitted yesterday, and then we're waiting on drawings for the fire alarm. The sprinklers, tomorrow, and then hopefully by the end of the week we'll get permits. They are now replacing the plates on the existing hangar. Excuse me. They'll be finished with that hopefully by the end of the week. And they're saying that hopefully by the end of the year, first part of 2014, the building will be still be erected. So.
What was the date?
First of the year. Any questions?
You said plates, now what are you doing, replacing the ankle belts?
Yes, sir. Yeah, some of them had pulled out, and we had them, the footers radar imaged and see if there was any voids. There wasn't, so they pulled the plates up and epoxied some more ankle bolts into some new plates.
Are you gonna do anything to smooth that concrete up?
Yes, sir. We'll probably wait till after the building is erect,
Yeah.
and then go in and grind it, and then put some epoxy on it.
Epoxy.
Yes. That'll be towards the end of the project.
All right. Yeah, because you don't wanna do it now. All right, any questions? Okay, thank you very much. All righty, Brent Sparks.
I just wanted to, bring everybody's attention to the fact that the discussion on the pilots lounge being closed, which was, okay, that's a concern, where do the pilots go? But then Joe said, but there's a TV in the lobby. It's like what do you do with your kids when you don't know what to do? Then you just put them in front of the TV. That's consistent. That's good. A quick air show update. I think everybody was present at the air show and working hard, and I really do appreciate that. I haven't had a chance to talk to each one of you, but those were long days, and I think it paid off. Some of the most positive feedback that I got was when people were coming and going from the air show, that they saw their airport authority standing there, and the mayor's standing there, and saying welcome and drive safely. So that's good feedback. In no particular order, our attendance for the show on the 5th and 6th. Tough to nail down exactly, which was a lesson learned. We know how many tickets we sold, but then we don't know how many people under 12 showed up. Second most positive piece of feedback we got, which was thank you for keeping the prices low and allowing our children under 12 to come for free. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to make it. So that was good, a good decision. And so we're estimating over the course of the weekend, believe it or not, anywhere from 12,000 all the way as high as 18,000 attended the air show. That's a large number. It's a big bracket. I understand that, and we've got a plan in place if we do another air show that will count all the eyes that come through the gate divided by 2, and that'll have our number of people that showed up. From an operations perspective, you already heard from Joe. They sold lots of gas, and anytime the gas is moving, that means you're flying. And we moved 3,100 gallons of avgas through little tiny airplanes that burn no gas. So, do you know how much jet fuel we burned through the Hornet?
Right around 4,500 gallons, 45 to 6,000.
And at what price per gallon?
$6.75. Still cheaper than any other airport.
Unbelievable.
And tell them what happened about the fuel.
Well, as far as pricing, the fuel, since the F-18 was here and we moved so much jet fuel, of course the Hornet guys pay for their own jet fuel. All military performers pay for their own resources, with a few exceptions. As part of that agreement, Ed Maxwell graciously sponsored the air show by reducing the price of the avgas, which reduces the overall impact of the financial impact of fuel on the operation. So as soon as they plugged that truck into the Hornet when he showed up, the price of the avgas dropped by a couple of cents, which was
$1.25.